Howdy, I'm Cyberx, and this is my entry. It is a video game. The problem I'm trying to solve is bringing entertainment and Zcash into the culture directly. So here we go. We have a few things to show. Here we go. So in the back end, we have a server running on a Mint system. It's just an old desktop I threw together, and we're using a server for a whole bunch of things. We've got multiplayer, we have TTS, we have LLM integration, and a whole bunch of other features that the server is doing in the background. So if you're going to run it, you can run your server or you can use mine, but it's slow to access and it'll take a few minutes for the game to download. So let's jump over into the game. We already have the server going. We're going to do a refresh so you can see everything. It takes a second, and this is on my LAN. Lots of resources. So this is a full game inside our web browser with no optimization on the file sizes and the textures, mainly because to do animations, it's a flipbook, and those are 30 megs a piece. Now I'll compress some of these to do better, but for the proof of concept, I want to just leave it everything as full resolution and throw it out there, and it can always be reduced later. So here we go, Zcash Tunnel of Privacy. We have a intro video you can go watch on YouTube. We also have voiceovers.
Privacy once shaped this kingdom. People chose what to share, what to guard, and what to keep close to the heart.
You hear from the king himself.
I thank you for coming. Our people live exposed, unshielded.
We can watch the intro.
Never break.
Now, the path waits, and the kingdom cannot endure much longer. Hold.
I am Zuko. This is the staff of Zuko's triangle. 3 truths joined as one. With it, I balance what's seen, what's hidden, and what must never break.
I'm Nate. I carry the Zashi Wallet of Privacy. It shields what's yours with zero-knowledge defenses and keeps every detail under your control. Nothing exposed, nothing revealed, unless you choose it.
So we jump back, same thing, we can jump in and we could say, oh, well, let's look at seeing.
I am Zankas. The Zango Orb is my guide. Its light shields the weak, heals the wounded, and pushes back whatever darkness we face.
And then we can jump into the actual game. So we jump, and we have multiplayer up to 4 players, and we have single player, so we can jump in. We also have achievement system, bosses. There's 100 bosses in the game, and so let's jump in and play a game. So we jump in, pick who you're gonna be. If you're playing multiplayer, roll your stats. Oh, those were horrible stats. That was a horrible roll. That's not a good roll. You can't go with that. You at least do something better. Well, we'll roll in it. We'll go anyways. Here we go. So now we're into the game. We've got on the left, you've got to find the keys, the words for the king's keys throughout. So as you defeat bosses and as you fight through the system, you're going to find words and you got to match them up to get the key. The last boss at the 100th level has the final word to win the game. You have a store system, so you can buy food for the party, inventory system, weapons and upgrades. Of course, you have your party's gold shielded because you use the shielded Zcash wallet. We got a camp system for healing. and then we can jump in. We also have a dungeon master system to tell you what's coming up, what all the stats for the levels are, jump through the levels, change the party's level, XP level, set gold, unlock the words. All of this stuff is set up with LLM integration. So every time you enter a level, the LLM processes the level, picks up all of these stats and all of this stuff, sets up the room interactions, and so now we have a room interaction here. The LLM set up all of these, the interaction options, and so then now we can choose what our option is. So we pick one.
Systems are green. Signal's locked. Time to light this mission up. Stick with me. I've got the coordinates and the code. Let's move.
And then it says, okay, so we succeeded at that and we unlocked the word trap. So we jump over here, and so now we've got the word trap, and we can test it in all of our spots, and hopefully, nope, it's not one of our valid words. Now, this is a casual game. We could make this a lot harder, but as you go through the map, you're going to have a ton of words. So this is going to get harder and harder to match these up because you're going to have a lot more of them in there. So our next one's an NPC encounter. So let's click it. And same thing. So now we have an option of what do we want to do? Do we want to help them? Do we want to rob them? Do we want to tell them about Zcash? I think we should help them. Oh, we don't have enough cash to help them. Let's tell them about
I'm Nate.
Zcash.
I carry the Zhashi wallet of privacy. It shields what's yours with zero-knowledge defenses and keeps every detail under your control. Nothing exposed, nothing revealed, unless you choose it.
Nice. So we jump back. We didn't get a word that time, though. So now the next one is combat. So let's jump in. And then we jump into an actual match. And so now we have a combat system. It's turn-based. So we can use our light attack. We can use our heavy attacks. We can taunt them. We can do a nice special attack. And then, of course, we could swap spots with each other. We could... Oh, so here's another fun thing. So not only is it LLM integrated into the actual system, but it's actually integrated into the chat as well. So we can say, who wants to die first? And he didn't want to chat, so I'm going to actually talk to him and say, how much money do you have?
You think you can just ask me about my bank account? Fine, I've got more than you've got. But that's not the point of the one who's been poking around my tunnels.
So the LLM sends that out, and they have a chat, and then they also have a free will system where they can chat to you. So when you enter, you actually enter in, and you can turn on a paid LLM. It's using Open Router and Grok with the Q. And there's also a role play option and a few other things in there. So that way you can chat with the actual bosses and chat with the NPCs and stuff. So let's switch this. So every time you do something, it's re-rolling the dice of what you're going to get. So now we got a boss battle. So let's jump in and click the button for the boss battle.
Is mine to claim mortals.
So you can see he jumped in and talked to us right off the bat because he wanted to say something. In the future, I've tested to actually be able to convince NPCs to switch sides or trade with you or do other things. I just didn't have the time to get it all built into the system. But the LLM can do the chatting and all of the back-end roleplay stuff, and then you can actually say, hey, flip to my side for 500 gold, and if it's an insulting offer to them, they may rage, and if it's not an insulting offer and they like it, then they may be, hey, and they'll join your side. So there's a lot of those type of things that I think we can do with the chat system and the LLM integration into everything. So what that means is every time you play, each level is being re-rolled for what it's got, and then the bosses are being re-rolled, and all of those things are being re-rolled at the same time, because there's no privacy in this world, because all the privacy's gone. Everything has no privacy. So the food, you can see what's in the food. There's traces of beetle in this food. You can, when you go into the combat battle, you can hover over the bosses and all the mobs, and you can see all of the information about their lives and everything, because they have no privacy here. Everything is open, and your goal in doing this is to help bring that message of privacy along the way. So this is the D&D style tunnels roleplay game. It's 1,000 levels, 100 levels down, and then the last 1,000 or 900 levels up is kind of like after game stuff. And then in all of this, there's also a built-in arcade game that's inside the dungeon. So inside the dungeon, you also have this fun three-dimensional arcade game in the background. So we'll turn off the AI, and it's three-dimensional board we're playing on. Sorry, I did not turn off the AI. I just turned off the AI's fast play. So now we can play. And the goal here is to stack our coins, because we're in the our chains. And as you stack the chains, then they animate and they go away. And then we have a top-down view. So you play topsies if you like it that way. Now in the background, as we're playing, is the tunnel story that we just were playing the game of. So if we jump back and we start at, say, level 10, you'll see here's the level 10 boss for the game, and you can see it's just playing in the background. So as we progress through the levels of the arcade game, you watch the story progress of the tunnels game at the same time. And then of course we got specials. So Zuko's got his special abilities. We've got a rogue government sandblasting, so you can get all kinds of that stuff in there. We've got, oh shoot, you can't see, Cyberax over here getting electrocuted to do a special as well. And then we've got Zencast over here doing his specials. And then we've got Nate over here doing his specials. And they all do a different special on the board. As you play, there's more more chains unlock, and it goes faster and faster. You could skip to like level 1,000, and then it all has different backgrounds, and you know there's tons of different buttons to push, and you know you can change all kinds of different things. You know you want to turn the lights off, you want to get rid of the people. You change the music. I think there's 30 songs or something. Turn off the TV. Customize the colors. Full, or not full, but mostly a controller support. So then we jump back and let's go to level 100. And turn all these back on. We can do this one and this one, you like that one, and you can do like all kinds of different themes. So yeah, so there you go. There are the games from CyberX. There's also a full story video for this one if you want to go through and watch the video for this one as well. Mute all of them, sorry. So, and that goes all the way through like all of like the storyline of going down and coming back up and stuff. So there you go. Again, I'm CyberX, and this has been my entry of Tunnels of Privacy. And this is 15 minutes already, so I have no idea how I get this into like a 3-minute. So I think I'll just post this as is, and then maybe make like a 3-minute like chopped up one. I don't know. Thanks for watching. Yay! Go Zcash.